What is a basic science fact that a lot do not know? Our galaxy, Milky Way, is 100,000 light-years from end to end. When you try to realize that there is an estimated 100,200 billion galaxies in the known universe, it's an unfathomable amount of space. Mitochondria contain a tiny itty-bitty version of what amounts to a hydroelectric dam. Protons are pumped outside a membrane and flow back down their concentration gradient through a turbine-shaped protein. And the rotation of that turbine converts kinetic energy into stored chemical energy by adding a phosphate to ADP, creating ATP with an energy-dense terminal phosphate bond. It works exactly like a hydroelectric dam. It is incredible. Your body has zero ability to detect oxygen, that gas that it rather depends on. The unpleasant sensation you get in your chest after holding your breath for too long is a response to the buildup of carbon dioxide, rather than lack of oxygen. This is why you can inhale helium, which displaces the CO2, but obviously isn't O2, and feel no pain, but still end up asphyxiated. Nuclear power generates energy by boiling water into steam to turn a turbine. A lot of people I meet think a reactor is some magical machine that turns uranium into electricity and lizards into Godzilla. But in reality it's just a heat source. Antibiotics don't work on viruses. Surprisingly, water plus burning grease equals a very bad time. It's upsetting how many people don't know this. Stuff is built differently in different places. Seems obvious. But I do construction in Florida, and the number of customers who move from other parts of the country and think things in the hurricane capital should be built the same as where multiple feet of snow is normal would astound you. We build for wind. Up north they build for snow. In Louisiana they can't do block houses. BC it would just sink. BC the whole place is a swamp. I DK about other places, but there's a reason your contractor's license from one state isn't always valid in another, and most people don't really think about it. To see a rainbow, the sun has to be behind you. If you take a standard classroom globe and a model of the International Space Station to scale, it would be invisible to the naked eye and orbit about 10 millimeters above the surface. The globe would be basically smooth. You wouldn't be able to feel the mountains on it, except for maybe Everest, which would still be barely noticeable. The oceans would be about as thin as the condensation on a bathroom mirror. And a scale model of the moon would be a little smaller than a softball and need to be 9.510 meters away. For the love of Garfield, do not ever mix bleach and ammonia. You can fit all the planets in our solar system next to each other between Earth and our moon and still have some space left. Radiation is perfectly natural. Every living thing that has ever existed has been naturally radioactive. Centrifugal force is the description of the experience of centripetal force, rather than an actual force itself. Magnets work fine in water. Polygraphs, or lie detector tests, are a ridiculous pseudoscience that law enforcement uses to manipulate people, and their results are not admissible in court. Correlation does not equal causation. The urethra is not inside the vaginal canal, nor is the anus. Everything is a chemical. Perpetual motion isn't possible. Nuclear power is the safest, cleanest, and most environmentally friendly source of energy that we have ever developed for practical, widespread use. And other energy sources don't even come close to reaching those metrics.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.